All right, everybody. This is Joshua Kerman, Senior Trade Analyst here at eTrading Forums, doing our regular daily recap here on June 25th, 2010. Today we're looking at two main instruments, the NQ and the Russell. And as usual, let's start off with the Russell and go through the trades that we took and the reason we took them. Alrighty, looking at our early morning, 9:30 opening bell. Moving average is right, cutting down the middle of our pack here right now. We did get a nice bounce off the moving average at 942. A lot of indecision here with our indicators going from red to neutral to green to neutral to red. Support line over here, resistance line up here. So we do have a lot of congestion up in this area. We weren't looking to take any trades unless it really broke below or above. We usually wait till about 10 o'clock to start taking trades. Kind of like let the noise out of the market. Alright, our first trade did come in at about 9:58, actually sorry, 10:01. It was a nice move up, everything turned green on our move up. We did have the moving average over here, crossed the moving average, hit our resistance bar up here, came back down below the moving average, then did a nice reversal. So it gave us a nice V pattern for a continuation long. We did have a break, as I said before, of our resistance line. These are lines that we draw ahead of time, usually days low, previous days highs, areas of interest, and so on. So once we saw that the move up is there, and we saw a couple of nice green bars trying to break through, we did put our entry just above the previous high for a continuation long. Got in the trade, was kind of wishy-washy here for a while. It was about 5 minutes of congestion, consolidation, until it finally did decide to go up. We did have our indicator firing up as well, green up here, and and our indicators were moving into the green area, as you can see, and slowly moving up. So everything looked okay for the trade. Again, we waited a little bit for it, went up. We took it all the way up here, saw a reversal bar over here. By the time we could get out of this trade, we didn't get it right at the top. We did get at a bit of a reversal, and we got out here for about 18 ticks on the long trade right there. Everything kind of turned red on us afterwards, and we were looking for some shorts, and we did get in on a short below the moving average on a reversal. Got in on the short right around this area here. It did go for a little bit, didn't really hit our target, not even close, and reversed right back above the moving average. So we figured out we're in a consolidation area. Took it off with a 10-tick short loss on that one, and kind of stayed away from that area for a while until we get a real sense of where this market was going. Of course, we do have our trend lines in place. Let me just show you that right here. And the next part of this puzzle was a nice move up. It did make a lower low at this point here. Came right below our moving average, went right back up, and did a reversal again. On the second reversal, made a lower low again. So we have 1, 2, 3 lower lows, and cut right down. At that point, our indicators, our candle indicators, did turn the color for a downward trend. We did get into that trade below the previous low right here, and took it for a very nice gain, close to our extended line here, our trend line moving up. We didn't really want to test it too much, and we were looking at the previous low over here where the reversal happened. So we kind of put our exit at that point. We would have exited here at the moving average if we saw any reversal, but it just broke right through it. Broke with some force. There was no hesitation whatsoever in this area. That's why we kept the trade on. As we were getting near the trend line, this is a place that we got to get worried about. It was the trend line plus the support resistance right here. So this was an area of concern. So we decided to look at the previous lows and took it out there for a nice 24-tick trade. That was a very well executed trade on that part. I know that some of our traders did try to take it long to say more to see if they could break the trend line and go further down, because and once they saw a lower low and a bounce up, they got out of it around the same area as well. So everybody made money on that trade. Again, our trend line was still in place. Looking for some moves up. We didn't take any moves over here because again, didn't make a higher high really. So we didn't look for any trades at this point. A nice break of the trend line here kind of made us look for a short. Again, we were looking for a retracement. If the retracement would have came up to our trend line again and came back and broke, it would have looked for a short. But as you can see, everything stayed above the trend line. So we looked for a couple of continuations to give us an idea if this is going to go for any further moves. And again, we have the R1 sitting right above us. We have the pivot point right here, and we have the trend line in this area right here. So we were looking for some kind of an entry to take it up a little bit. We were looking for the next bounce off the moving average and the trend line. We had it right here. Had a nice reversal bar here. We had our signal in this point right there. And we were looking for an entry above the previous high. And got the entry at this point, looked at our indicators. All indicators were pointing up. Main indicator was dark green, ready for a trade. Got into this trade, got 15 ticks out of it, put our exit right below the R1. We didn't want to take any chances. So right below the R1, got triggered on it. It did make a reversal and then go back up again. But again, we were happy with this R1. We would have probably got knocked out of the trade if we would have stayed in. Well, not really knocked out. We would have it broke even because our strategy says that once we're over 10 ticks, we're going to break it to break even. Over 10 ticks, we bring it up to 10 ticks, and we just follow our lead going that way. As you can see, it kept going up, kept moving up. Again, same type of a setup as we had here, with a couple of those, a couple of bounces we had over here. Looked for a couple of bounces again. We got the couple of bounces. The R1 was not broken down at this point. Once we had that, and again our indicator showed an upward move again, we didn't take it over here because we wanted to see a clear break. Once we had this right here, where we had a couple of more bounces and a touch of the R1, which was very important. That is our entry signal. Everything is green, everything is moving up. Got into a long trade. There was a couple of resistance points. We were looking at this one carefully. Looking to see if there's any resistance, bounced right through there. Didn't even hesitate. It did hesitate on our second resistance point. As you can see, this candle came down. As soon as that candle came down for any resistance, we got out of the trade. Took 30 ticks on it. We could have taken more, but as soon as we were actually looking for some kind of a reverse, some kind of a weakening, we didn't have it all the way up right until this candle here, where we got a doji pointing down. Got out of that trade right away with 30 ticks. So that was our trading in the Russell. Very good trades. Had a stop out as well, but very good trades. Very good trading day overall. Some just didn't work out. Alright, took a couple more on the NQ as well. Starting off here in the morning. Again, trend lines are in place. Moving averages are in place, showing us a downward move. A break of an overnight upward trend line right here. We didn't touch it again. It's too early in the morning for us. Look for a bounce again. There's our bounce. Could have got into a trade here, but again, if you're looking, you can see that we have resistance points here. We have the S1 down here. We wanted to see a nice clear break to the move down. We got that off a nice bounce right here on the trend line. If you can see, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tries at the trend line. Could not break it. There's our signal. Beautiful signal for a pop down. We're waiting for this signal. There's the red candle. Red candle turned to our entry candle, which is our short candle right here. Waited for that candle to complete and close. After it closed, went for a short. See that little wick there? Kind of went back. Went for a short on that one. 23 ticks down. Again, what we did is we waited for it to go a little bit more. It kind of reversed on us a little bit, so we got out right here. 23 ticks on that one, and that was a very nice managed trade. Just let it go. Once we saw the reversal come in, we got out of the trade. So that was the first trade over there on June 25th, 2010. Nice day in the room, beautifully. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you all tomorrow in the room. We'll try to repeat this performance. Hopefully we'll have the same type of market as today, and we can make some more money. We'll see you all at 9 a.m. Thank you very much, everybody.